What's up, everybody? This is Dre, and I'm back again with another video. And tonight we're going to take a look at a brand new pen monitor, and it's from Huion, and it's their Kamvas 16. And it's got some great features and a couple of little minor drawbacks, but we'll talk about that. We'll do the unboxing, we'll have a demo, and we'll share some thoughts on how does this stack up against the Wacom Cintiq 16, or if you're considering an Apple iPad or an Android tablet, why would you get this and not that? So the Huion 16. Back in a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Before I get started with this review, it's important that I point out that I've been in the arts for more than 40 years now, and there is no substitute for working with pen and pencil, working with the traditional forms. Um, yes, technology will save you a lot of money, save you a lot of time, but there is something about working with the raw materials that you just can't get with technology. And take it from me, you'll be a better artist if you practice with the fundamentals, practice with the pens, the pencils, the watercolors, the oils, the acrylics. And you'll take that experience into your digital domain, and your art it'll just blow up because you have the experience and you know actually what to look for. So it's important that you always practice um, with any of the traditional tools while you're working with digital. Okay, dealing with the canvas. A couple of months ago, my Uji had gone out, and so it's only being used now as a second display. So I had to go and replace that. So I picked up this canvas. This is a Kamvas 16, and they had a good deal on it at Amazon. So I was able to pick this up. And I wanted to do a quick review. I've been buying Huion tablets for years, before they even had a pen monitor. I've been using their traditional slate, and it has been a world of difference between that and just using the computer mouse. So I go back with this company going back easily 10 years. So this was just a simple choice now. Now, the Kamvas 16 is one of several pen monitors that they have. I also got a Huion 22 a couple of years ago, and I need this basically just to work remotely. So after I unboxed it, as you'll see here, there's not a lot of material, so it's not a lot of wasted stuff. You have the welcome guide, as well as the instruction booklet and the warranty. You have the quick start guide, which is there at the right. You have the power adapter for the US, and underneath that, I believe, is for the British. You have the power cleaning cloth, the pen, which is a battery-free pen, an artist glove, a little case with the nibs, as well as a pen stand. And it looks like a little donut there, a little black donut. And then, of course, you have a 3-in-1 cord, which actually connects the Huion to your desktop or for your laptop. And so that is it. And the particular one that I have, which is a Huion 16, because I have the Kamvas 16 Pro, and then there's another one, but that is connected by USB-C. This one is by HDMI. Okay, after everything is set up, I have several art programs on there. What you're looking at is a Sketchbook Pro, and I was working on this for the better part of about 5 or 6 hours. I've been playing with this. I'm giving you a couple of clips, but there was a whole lot more. But this video now is running about 28 minutes, so I had to make some choices about what I was going to show you. But anyway, the pen function is excellent. The pen is very light in the hand, and I was able to get the gestures that I wanted. Now, when you're dealing with a digital monitor, unlike paper, the surface is very smooth, so you have to get accustomed to drawing on a very smooth surface. And that's the case here, and that's the way it always is. Let me tell you a little bit about the specs, since we're at it, as you're looking at this. Um, it's a pen monitor. It's a 15.6-inch diagonal screen. So it's not technically 16 inches, but it's 15.6. You have an aspect ratio of 16:9. The pen pressure sensitivity is impressive. It's now at 8,192. The Huion 22 that I have, that's maybe 10 feet away, I think is 4,000. So it's doubled in the past couple of years. Um, the resolution on the screen is 1920 by 1080, and you have a contrast ratio of 1,000 to 1. Okay, and then of course you have the color gamut of 100% RGB, I should say. Okay, with all of that out of the way, why would you need or why would you want the Kamvas 16? Well, the Kamvas 16 is it's a portable version of their pen monitor. So at the end of this clip, you'll see me take everything apart and put it in my knapsack. So if you've got a laptop and you've got software on there like Photoshop, Corel Painter, Illustrator, Sketchbook Pro, or any of the other great art programs on your computer, connecting the Kamvas 16 gives you the ability to draw from your laptop. So gone are the days of dealing with a mouse. This is actually taking it to a whole new level, and it's portable. So as long as you're close by an outlet, you can easily take this anywhere and practice, do professional work with 8,000, more than 8,000 levels of pressure sensitivity. You can really get a lot of detail in. And the pen is very fine too. And the pen, as I need to point out, is it's actually a new version. The version I have from before, it's battery operated, so you have to plug in the pen every few months if you're using it every day to recharge it. And I think with the Huion, I had gotten 2 pens, so I'm actually never out of juice with that. But this one is great because it's actually battery free. So as soon as the monitor is connected to your computer, the pen automatically works. There is no issue with parallaxing. Actually, one of the directions on the that's coming out of the box tells you go to Huion's site and download the latest drivers, which is what I did. So I didn't have any issue with that. There is an issue I do need to bring out. Now, it has to do with tilt. Now, the company says in its paperwork that it supports the tilt function. I was using 2 art programs, 2 very well-known programs on Sketchbook Pro, as well as this is, what you're looking at is, it's a, I forgot the name of the program. It's, it's a comic book art program, and the tilt function was not working with it there. So in order to get around the skipping of the tilt function, you're going to have to adjust the screen. Now, that may be that it's an older version of the software. I'm not certain. I can't tell you, but what I can tell you is that working with several hours over these 2 different programs, the till function wasn't working. Now, it could be old software, or it could be that the till function is just not working in general. I can't say. It's not a deal breaker for me, but I know for many of you, the till function is absolutely essential. Now, why would you want this over, let's just say, an iPad or an Android tablet? I have both of those as well. There really isn't a good reason why, except if you want to if you want to use the programs that are on your computer. Now, if you have a tablet, you realize that the versions of art programs on your tablet are essentially a stripped down version of the versions that you would have on your desktop. And it really is no comparison. The full version of Photoshop is about 8 gigabytes, and there's no way that you're going to be able to, there's no tablet at this point that is powerful enough to run even that on its tablet. So this is a great way of being able to take your desktop experience with you. Now, you're also not going to use the tablet. I'm sorry, this pen monitor for social media or things of that nature. It's just too expensive to have it as anything that you can use a tablet for. But something like a iPad Pro is great if you're going to use it for a whole bunch of things. And the software that comes with the iPad Pro, or you can pick up in the Apple Store, are great, but they still are not close to what you would have like on a desktop. And the same thing goes with Android. I have two Android tablets, two Samsung Note 12s from a few years back, and I love them. But again, the software that you'd find on a desktop is not the same. It just doesn't compete with that. That would be great if you're doing artwork on the fly, and you don't need to unravel a whole lot of computers. Taking a tablet is perfect. And when you're not doing any artwork, you can watch YouTube, you can watch Netflix, you can do a whole bunch of things. But it's a light version of what you'd have on your desktop. So that would be where you'd distinguish between that. Now, somebody would also say, well, why don't I pick up the Wacom Cintiq? Well, I have no problem with Wacom products. When I've had money, I've bought Wacom products, and they are quite pricey. They are the top of the line, but when you compare the price of a Kamvas 16 to a Cintiq 16, you're looking at more than double the price. More than double the price for the Kamvas 16. So essentially, if you bought one Wacom 16, Cintiq 16, you've already purchased two of the Kamvases. So, and there's only a few features that are much better with the Cintiq. Excuse me. The first thing comes to mind is the tilt function, as well as a stand. The Kamvas 16 does not have a stand. I think their Pro version does, but this one doesn't. So you're going to have to rely on propping up the canvas on your lap, or buying one of those tablet holders, which runs about $20 on Amazon. I've got a couple of them here, and it fits right on the stand. So you can you can create a makeshift stand by spending $20 on Amazon and picking up a nice stand there. Okay, moving on. The Kamvas 16 is it's very lightweight. It's roughly about 3 pounds. I mentioned it's 15.6 inch diagonally, so you have that much space that you'll be working with. It has 6 programmable keys. 3, you have a strip bar, and then you have another 3. It works both left and right, so if you're a lefty, you can actually flip that around, and those hotkeys are actually would be on your left side or right side. I'm forgot which that is, but you can turn it around, and it is you'll have those keys available on that side as well. I love using this. I could easily see taking out the this Kamvas 16 anytime I need to travel and take my laptop. I've got it connected to a Windows, but the 22-inch I have connected to a Mac, and they work great. The issue with the tilt is not really a deal breaker for me. It probably would be with other people if there is an issue with the drivers. So if the tilt function is working with other programs, it may be just the issue of a driver. I just had a lot of problems that day doing various sketches and having to kind of tilt up the monitor so that I would be able to have a connection. But there's no parallaxing issues. The pressure sensitivity was on point. So you can make some very thick lines, you can make some very detailed lines, you can make some very light lines. And I found that the pen was very, very responsive. So I think that is about it. It's running right now. I picked it up on sale on Amazon. They had a $25 off, so it was like three and some change. So that's still less than half price for a comparable Wacom. So there you have it. You can take this along with a laptop and drop it in a knapsack or a backpack and be on your way. So it's not something that takes up a lot of space. It's lightweight. As I mentioned, it's roughly about 3 pounds. And it'll allow you to take your computer experience, your desktop or your laptop experience with you. So if you need something more powerful than a tablet, definitely consider the Kamvas 16. I'm not a person who cuts down other companies. I love Wacom. Their stuff is top of the line, but you're going to pay top of the line money. Just like if you need a computer and you're considering an Apple, you're going to pay more for an Apple than anything else. Same thing with Wacom. You're going to pay for the name, and you're going to pay for the advances that they make in the industry. If you don't need the latest cutting edge things, the products that come out of Huion are phenomenal. Anyway, you're looking at right now is me kind of packing everything up, and I just wanted to show you that putting the laptop as well as the pen monitor in the bag was so easy. Those are the cords. The cords wrap up very nicely, and essentially, if you would consider this like maybe having 2 laptops in your bag. That's it. So anyway, I'm going to pull out of here. I have a couple of last thoughts about this, but thanks everybody for watching. I know this has been a long video. I just kind of want to get this out there. This is a great product for a very reasonable price. I know we have Black Friday coming up next month, and if you have any questions, please leave it in the comments for me. Thanks a lot.
Huion has been making some great products for years, and when I started moving over